my name is Flo and I'm here to give you a message from me to you about your dream. And I would just like to say that in all our dreams we have the most amazing messages from Spirit. And it's really important for us to listen to these messages because it can improve our lives in so many different ways and directions. Now let's move on to your dream.
The three wise monkeys are well known in our culture. We often use emojis. There's 3 emojis that often pop up in our text messages and Instagram posts, and we just take it with a pinch of salt. But here I wanted to just give you the spiritual meaning of the 3 wise monkeys and the emoji. Now, the 3 wise monkeys originated in the Far East, and it is thought that they come from the 18th century in Japan, but there is another line of thinking that they may have come to Japan from China at a much earlier date than the 18th century. The monkeys themselves actually represent a pun or a play word in Japanese. The first, Mizaru, he holds his paws over his eyes and represents see no evil. The second, Kikazaru, has paws over his ears and represents hear no evil. The third, Iwazaru, has his paws over his mouth and represents speak no evil. However, the original Japanese text, it does not make any reference to evil whatsoever. Mizaru, Kikazaru and Iwazaru simply means, in a nutshell, see not, hear not and speak not. But the pun in Japanese is that zaru has 2 meanings. It has a negative, which means not, and also Saru, which means, and we look at the compound rule, which is zaru, means monkey. So, the 3 wise monkeys is a saying that we use in Western culture, and it's see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. This then moves into how we deal with ourselves in an appropriate manner. And it's really as if it's some sort of lesson to our culture to act in certain ways. The term of the 3 wise monkeys is often used in prisons, a sort of undercurrent rule that you need to respect other people and not speak out if you see any evil, and it is a given that there is no evil in prison. So I thought this was quite interesting when I read about it. Mizaru, the first monkey, is normally known as the unseen monkey. It shows us to not look at the wrong things in the wrong way in life, and that is a very easy thing to do. The 3 wise monkeys themselves broadly apply the teachings of Mizaru, Kikazaru and Iwazaru, and it's asking you to examine your life. It's a practical way to find happiness and purpose in the Japanese way. The 3 wise monkeys also has a temple. There is a temple and there's lots of statues in Japan which show the 3 wise monkeys. I personally don't think all of the 3 monkeys are related to evil. If we look at hear no evil, it's in relation to our light and our darkness within. And to see no evil is in relation to good and bad. And speak no evil is generally related to true and false, right and wrong. The other really interesting thing that I found on my travels of researching the 3 wise monkeys is the first English reference to the 3 monkey proverbs appeared in 1884 in an English traveller's handbook to Japan. It also contained the mention of the word evil, and the editors in that book stated that the 3 monkeys pressed their hands on their mouth, their eyes and their ears, indicating that they will not see or say or hear anything evil. And it's quite interesting, the word evil is brought into the currency in the English variations of the three monkey message. And one thing that caught on was the popularity of early traveller guides from an English perspective. Another thing that I wanted to just quickly mention is that there's also reference of the British Army and the Navy stores, especially in America in 1926, to the three wise monkeys, and there was carvings being commercially marketed for soldiers during this time. There was also a poet called Florence Boyle Davis, who was born in 1873 and passed away in 1938, and she published a poem about the three monkeys, which also was an illustration in a children's magazine, which was printed 5 years later. So it was commercially, the message of the see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil was commercially out there in the 1930s. And since the Second World War, there's been many different proverbs which have created cartoon images of the three monkeys to express our feelings as human beings. The other thing that I just wanted to mention is that the three monkeys and their wisdom are quickly accepted in our society, and they've become known as an English saying, and that continues in regards to folk wisdom. Now, as I said to you before, the word evil was always a question mark over whether it was just see no, hear no, speak no, as opposed to evil, and nobody really knows to this day where the term evil actually comes from. But remember, next time you see or you use the monkey emoji, there is a huge amount of historic meaning behind those terms, and some people live to those rules, and it's not a bad thing that we don't want to see or hear anything negative. In fact, in life, we should be focused on positivity. We should be living our lives to the full. We should be happy, content, and remove ourselves from any negativity and toxic people. So, do hope you enjoyed that dream meaning of the spiritual meaning of the three monkeys. Don't forget to check out my website, Auntyflo.com, where I've got lots of information on the spiritual meaning of monkeys and also dreams of monkeys. Now take care, God bless, and have a beautiful day, my beautiful, beautiful soul.